Have you ever dreamed of being famous? Have you imagined buying luxury cars? Have you pictured yourself on the red carpet giving interviews to the press or hanging out with your favorite influencers and celebrities? Do you daydream about having your worst candid photos and your messiest breakups posted in anonymous online forums? Do you think about the glamour of being followed home after work? This is the reality of your favorite superstars. Today, we're taking a geek dive into Oshinoko and the dark side of idol culture. The anime begins with a doctor named Goro Amamiya and his terminally ill patient Serena Tendoji, who are both fans of the Japanese idol Ai Hoshino. Sometime after Serena succumbs to her illness, Ai suddenly appears at the hospital Amamiya works at, secretly pregnant with twins. Amamiya is murdered before he can deliver Ai's babies, and both Amamiya and Serena are reincarnated as her children. For the first few years of their lives, the twins, who Ai names Aqua and Ruby, get to live that dream together. Shockingly, that dream soon turns into a nightmare when Ai's life is ended prematurely by an obsessed fan. The twins go to live with their mother's talent agent. Ruby aspires to follow in her mother's footsteps of becoming an idol, while Aqua vows to find the accomplice of his mother's killer, who he deduces must be a big name in the entertainment industry. Oshinoko offers a critique of the idol industry by exposing how the pursuit of fame shapes and distorts personal identity, while highlighting the darker, exploitative aspects of idol culture that exist beneath the surface, trapping individuals in a cycle of manipulation, secrecy, and loss of self. Oshinoko portrays fame as a double-edged sword, particularly through the character of Ai Hoshino, an idol whose rise to stardom brings both adoration and deep personal struggles. In a conversation had with Amamiya during episode 1, Ai reflects on the meaning of being loved by her fans, admitting that her persona is entirely manufactured to maintain her image. She says that she has never truly felt loved before and expresses her excitement at creating a family of her own since she'd grown up without one. Despite her excitement, she says in another conversation later with her manager that she's never told her children that she loves them because she's afraid it would be a lie. Ai is a character adored by the masses, but struggles to connect with anyone, including her own children. Her fans will never know this, no matter how close they may feel to her. This shows how fame forces her to suppress her true emotions, creating a disconnect between her public and private selves. The societal pressure and expectations placed on idols are highlighted by Ai's need to maintain a flawless image at all costs. Ai hides her pregnancy and children from the public, fearing that any deviation from the perfect idol image would destroy her career. This illustrates the intense pressure for idols to appear pure and free from any personal flaws or complications. The media's coverage of Ai's legacy after her death focuses solely on her image as an idol, ignoring her personal struggles and the complexities of her life. This is a perfect example of how society reduces idols to mere entertainment figures, contributing to their exploitation by fixating on their public personas rather than seeing them as human beings. Ai experienced many hardships in her life, being an orphan, a teen mother, and a child star. After her untimely demise, the media glorified her days of being an idol without regard to preventing the event from happening again or caring about the person she was behind the microphone. Ai's tragic death at the hands of a fan obsessed with her persona underscores the dangerous consequences of fame. After stabbing her, the fan goes on to ask her if it hurt, saying, "My pain is worse. You went and had kids even though you're an idol. You treated us fans like we don't exist. You've betrayed us," and proceeds to shame her. He accuses her of lying about loving her fans. The unclear lines between what's real and what's not leaves her isolated, making her vulnerable to exploitation and violence. A similar real-life incident occurred on May 22, 2016, when Mayu Tomita, a Japanese singer and actress, was attacked and stabbed nearly 24 times by an angry fan demanding she tell him why she'd returned a gift he sent her. When asked his motive by the police, the assailant responded, "I lost my temper because she didn't clearly answer." Fans often feel entitled to celebrities' affections and personal lives, and these kinds of parasocial relationships can push an unwell fan to rage when they feel slighted. Before we dive back in, let's play a quick game. Think you can outshine Aqua and I? Smash that subscribe button before the next scene rolls. Ready? Go for it! You've just taken a step closer to idol-level fame. Sometimes, celebrities are encouraged or even required by their management to lie to their followers to make them more marketable. They're told to withhold personal opinions that could be controversial, fake their personalities, hide the fact that they have children or romantic partners, or lie about their age. In Oshinoko, the character Mem Cho was a streamer encouraged to lie about her age to join the idol group Bikamachi. Mem is only 24, but poses as 18 since idols are usually quite young. Tweens, teens, and young adults are the most sought-after audience for any form of entertainment or product, and celebrities, disproportionately women, are sometimes encouraged to make themselves more relatable to such a demographic to increase sales. Some real-life examples of celebs who are believed to have lied about their age are Jennifer Lopez, Nicki Minaj, and Jerry Halliwell. In the show, the characters Aqua and Akane stage a fake relationship for their fans after being contestants on a reality dating show. They even went so far as to stage pictures, dates, and attend events together just for their fans who are interested in their relationship. Can we just take a moment to step back and actually think about how weird that is? It's strange that the public could be so vested in the relationships of minors that these characters would feel the need to go to that extent. And it's not just in the anime. This is a situation that happens more often in reality than you might be led to believe. One such relationship, believed to be fake, is Kenya Moore and Walter Jackson from The Real Housewives of Atlanta. After the show, Jackson said that Moore approached him with the idea of playing her boyfriend in a reality show together. He says that the entire relationship shown on screen was acting for the viewers. Oshinoko explores the loss of personal identity in the idol industry, where idols are never allowed to evolve or change from the people their fans or the general public want and expect them to be. They can't change their styles, grow older, change their interests, or switch lanes, even though it's completely normal for humans to change over time. Sometimes, stars are even associated with or treated as though they're actually the characters they play on screen. This pressure creates an internal struggle as they lose sight of who they really are or are driven to drastic lengths to be seen differently. The character Kana Arima built her legacy as a kid, being called the genius prodigy who could cry on command. In her early years, she booked many roles and was well known by the public. However, as she grew older, roles slowed, and eventually, people began questioning if her time was over. Arima is eventually recruited as a member of the idol group Bikamachi, alongside Mem and Ruby. But some people saw that change as her giving up on acting due to her lack of success in teenhood. Everything Arima does is compared to her childhood self, and any failures will only fuel the narrative that she's a has-been. We've seen this before in real-life stars like the Sprouse twins. Cole and Dylan Sprouse experienced online bullying and harassment after 6 years of playing Zack and Cody in their hit Disney Channel shows The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody and Sweet Life on Deck. Dylan Sprouse was even called broke when he was spotted working a job in a restaurant. He maintained that he still had money, but just enjoyed keeping busy and meeting new people. Both Dylan and Cole Sprouse still act today, landing roles in movies such as After, a series based on a popular romance that was confirmed for its 6th movie release, and Riverdale, a show based on the well-known Archie comics that went on for 7 seasons. Akane Kurakawa is a young star in Oshinoko who is involved in a staged love triangle on a reality show. The show created many pent-up emotions in the teens, and she accidentally scratched the face of her on-screen rival, Yuki, leading to her being relentlessly harassed and criticized, to the point of wanting to end her own life. A simple mistake was given no regard and no context by the viewers of the show, and Akane was treated as a villain and a violent, jealous person. In reality, she and Yuki had already made up. The industry's manipulation of idols' public images leads to personal attacks and cyberbullying. This reflects the real-world phenomenon of idols being subjected to extreme fan expectations and the dangerous consequences of the industry's disregard for their well-being. Oshinoko questions how society itself fuels the idol industry's darker aspects, particularly through fans' expectations and media sensationalism. The show critiques the voyeuristic nature of stardom, where fans and the media thrive on watching idols' every move. We see these stars hunger for more notoriety and fame, despite being simultaneously victimized by its side effects. The chance to be recognized for your talents, admiration, the money, the opportunities, the ability to rub shoulders with those you admire. All of these perks make the idea of being celebrity tempting for most people. Kano Arima's mother is one such person who was enticed by the desire to feel important. She pushed for her daughter to pursue acting because she wanted to be the mother of someone noteworthy who would allow her access to exclusive circles. There are people who dedicate their lives to trying to achieve fame and will go as far as to throw away their personal morals and dignity for it. They may even hurt those closest to them to get it. The idol industry is portrayed as a system that commodifies individuals, turning them into products to be consumed by the public, rather than treating them as human beings with personal lives and boundaries. Going into this show, I expected just another idol anime, but instead, I got a complex look behind the scenes of the entertainment industry, into the lives of the people who we all aspire to be. While it may be easy to write it off as just a TV show, as we've seen from the many examples of fame, its consequences, and the dark side of stardom, this is the very real reality for a lot of your favorite megastars. So next time you dream of walking the red carpet, driving exotic vehicles, and the brightness of the spotlight, give some thought to the darkness behind the curtain. If you made it to the end and gained anything from this video, give it a like and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss our next geek dive with Pixel Pulse.